the practice, doing all of the legwork that it takes to open a practice, that's the easy part, honestly. The hardest part about it is constantly getting outside of your head about the fact that you're capable and that you belong there doing it. And I think some of that comes from the miscommunications in regards to new grads having a place in the private practice world as new business owners, you know. I don't think we're given a ton of education in that in our programs, and so it's kind of a scary element, you know, it's not expected from us, but I would much rather be terrified every day of my life and making my own rules than an environment where you're never going to win, I guess you could say. Over the past few months, recently found out that I have an autoimmune disease. It's really knocked me down quite a bit, I'll be honest. A lot of things, a lot of fatigue, a lot of hand issues, hand grip, things that affect a manual physical therapist quite a bit. It gave me a lot of insight into what people with, you know, chronic illness or autoimmune disease and those kinds of things deal with, and the fact that there's not a lot of direction within the medical community about how to manage those things effectively. So it's really caused me to think about, how do I manage stress? How do I optimally maximize my lifestyle? How realistic is it to have a practice and see patients all day and use my hands all day and those kinds of things? And it's really kind of brought out a new passion within. Over the next month, I'll be rolling out a course that I've designed called the Enchantment Academy. And I'm so pumped about it because I want healthcare providers to understand the immense power that comes in really developing your warm market and seeing patients that you love and patients that love you and having that reciprocal relationship. So I'm going to teach people how to do that. All of this has also inspired me to start my own podcast called Healers as Humans. And so it's initially going to be about healthcare providers who deal with their own medical issues, deal with their own life problems. While it's good for our patients to see us as professionals and experts, it's also really important for them to see us as humans too. People want you to be vulnerable with them because it gives them permission to be vulnerable with you. And immediately when you do that, it just creates this bond that just doesn't go away. Don't think about the way things have always been done. Don't think about the expectations people have of you. If you have a vision of the way you think it's supposed to be, then that is the way it's supposed to be for you. And there are people out there that need your way. So you just got to do it. Don't contemplate it. Don't worry about how perfect it is. Get it out there and then tweak it as you go. I think everyone can write because everyone has things that they want to say. They just aren't sure how to put it out into the internet without it seeming a certain way or without coming off too strong. So it'll be exciting to teach people kind of the processes I go through in developing my posts. So writing has become my go-to self-healing practice, I guess you could say. I am planning on publishing a book. I would love to have it published by the end of this year. And it's going to be geared more towards individuals who struggle with autoimmune disease, kind of combining physical therapy practice, management of care with kind of that mindset and self-help, conglomeration. So I'm really excited about it.